Welcome back. This is Business Center right here on Metropole TV, and today we're discussing about dairy farming in Kenya. But before we continue, I'm going to read some of the comments from the question we had asked earlier of how much milk does a dairy cow produce in a day? How much milk does a dairy cow produce in a day? And we have Nyawira wa Kiambu says, good show today, Kevin. I've learned a lot. Thank you so much for that, Nyawira from Kiambu. And then we have Nancy wa Kiambu pia. She says, good show, Kevin. My answer is 3 liters. Nancy wa Kiambu, thank you so much. We'll know that before we finish the show. We'll definitely know the answer. But first, we're going to look at agro commodities today. And today we are looking at agro commodities, and we are looking at products that are on our board today. Products, we have dry white maize, we have yellow beans, we have mangoes, we have sweet potatoes and tomatoes, and we're going to look at Bungoma, Machakos, Siaya, West Pokot, how these products are performing in these areas. We have dry white maize per 90 kg in Bungoma is 3,150. And then in Machakos, in Siaya, we have 2,502. And then in West Pokot, we have 2,502. West Siaya and West Pokot are a bit economical there. And then we have yellow beans per 90 kg in Bungoma is 13,500. 13,500. And then in Machakos is 8,100. And then in Siaya is 12,402. In West Pokot is 9,000. Therefore, Machakos is a bit economical there. And then we have mangoes per 25 kg. In Bungoma is 143 shillings. And then in Machakos is 2,250. In Siaya is 2,500. And then in West Pokot is 1,000. So watu wangu wa Bungoma, 143 shillings per 25 kg, a bit economical. And then we have sweet potatoes, 99 kg. Per 99 kg in Bungoma is 4,950. In Machakos is 5,940. In Siaya is 4,950. In West Pokot is the same price. Now in Machakos is a little bit, in Siaya, Bungoma and West Pokot is a little bit economical. And then we go to our last product today is tomatoes per 64 kg. In Machakos is 2,880. In Siaya is 448. And then in West Pokot is 3,680. So Siaya is a little bit economical there. And then we're going to move to our innovations segment for today. And then now today's agriculture routinely uses sophisticated technologies such as robots, temperature and moisture sensors, aerial images and GPS technology. Now this advanced devices and precision agriculture and robotic systems allow businesses to be more profitable, efficient, safer and more environmentally friendly. Now today we are going to discuss the technological advancement in dairy farming. Now, transporting fresh products from internationally is a challenge for many global dairy companies. In 2019, major European dairy cooperative Arla began testing a new natural preservative-free technology to enable this international movement of goods using a new technique, Arla's supercooling. Now, the tool enables fresh products to travel a long distance by ship. The relationship between time and advanced cooling is one of the keys to unlocking portfolio limitations in markets outside of Europe, and controlling those variables enables to put the product into hibernation mode. Now, this supercooling technology will be particularly beneficial for global dairy companies and those with the aim of creating new global growth opportunities. Now, we have mastitis detection technology. An udder infection in dairy animals known as mastitis has devastating impact on the dairy industry worldwide. According to Frontiers in Bioengineering and Biotechnology, global dairy industry losses are estimated to reach a staggering 30 billion euros per annum. This is due to poor milk quality, significant milk losses, and culling of chronically infected animals. Now, early diagnosis of bovine mastitis is crucial for dairy farmers. Now, the startup began in 2017 and was backed by food innovation incubators and accelerators, including FoodX and Yield Lab. Now, dairy animals with mastitis will show specific patterns of swelling and heat in their udders. EIO diagnostics technology combines advanced sensor imaging and machine learning to detect those early indications of infections days before there are any physical signs of infection in the udder or the milk. Now, the sooner infected animals are detected, the sooner they can be pulled from production and treated, ultimately saving the dairy industry. Now we're going to look at automatic or robotic milking. Automatic milking systems, which are known as AMS, also called voluntary milking systems, VMS, were developed in the late 20th century. Now the core of such systems allows complete automation of the milking process. I think you've seen this. It is a type of agricultural robot. Common systems rely on the use of computers and special herd management software. Robotic arms simultaneously sanitize and stimulate the teats, promoting the cow to let down her milk. Now lasses then guide suction tubes onto each teat and the milking begins. Now also it is used to monitor the health status of cows. Did you know this? Now we are going to look at our question of the day. We're going to read some of the answers. Our question of the day was, how much milk does a dairy cow produce in a day? How much milk does a dairy cow produce in a day? And then we have Moses kutoka Githurai, who says answer is 15 liters. Answer is 15 liters. And then we have Wekesa kutoka Kawangware says today's show was a good show. The answer is 2 liters. That's my guess. Moses kutoka Githurai and Wekesa kutoka Kawangware, thank you so much for the answer. We'll know this answer very soon to the answers that you've given. Now we're going to move to the agrifacts segment, which says, now the cup of tea always fills you up with joy and satisfaction, but do you know what it took to get the milk or yogurt for you? Now today we are looking at some of the facts that are in the dairy industry that you may or may not know. Now we're going to look at these facts. Now number one is cows must give birth to produce milk. Did you know that? Yes. That's right. It may seem obvious, but many people have no idea that to produce milk, cows must be pregnant or have just given birth. Like all mammals, cows lactate to nourish their young ones. Now you know that. Now cows are impregnated over and over. At factory farms, cows are forcibly impregnated, a highly invasive and stressful procedure that is repeated about every 12 months. Now cows used for dairy are kept in a constant cycle of pregnancy, birth and lactation. And now you know that. Now calves are stolen from their mothers. Just hours after they are born, calves are withdrawn from their mothers. Understandably, this forced separation is traumatic and the mothers bellow for hours or days, now pacing and searching for their stolen calves. This heartbreak happens at every dairy farm. Now, the male calves are often killed for veal. Since male calves don't produce milk, they are useless to the dairy industry and often sold for veal production. Veal is a direct byproduct of the dairy industry. Now you know these facts. Our question of the day today is how much milk does a dairy cow produce in a day? How much milk does a dairy cow produce in a day? And we also have some people who've decided to contribute to this. And then we have Wafuka kutoka Kangemi says answer ni 10 liters. We have Wafuka. Thank you so much kutoka Kangemi. Now, most farmers have dairy cows producing 5 liters of milk a day, while others hit 40 liters a day. To achieve more liters of milk per day, check what you feed your cow as it determines the quality and quantity produced. So the ones who said 5 liters and 15 liters, you are a little bit closer. 3 liters also, you are a little bit closer. For the people who contributed to the question of the day today, thank you so much. Keep watching Business Center, where we speak about agriculture. Today we were talking about dairy farming in Kenya, and we had Moses Nyabila, who's a dairy nutritionist, and he has really delved into the subject of produce in the dairy industry. Thank you so much. And for everyone who made this show a success, we want to wish you a good afternoon.